October 24th. Once upon a time. So, I'm. I don't want to say like psychic. Um, I do have those moments, but I don't have them 24/7, and I don't have them all the time. But I do have them sometimes where I'm able to like have deja vu. I call them premonitions. Um, or I have these really, like, I have these feelings and I don't necessarily know how to explain them, but like, I get these feelings that are just like really, 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 really bad, or they're really, 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 really good. And my grandmother was an important figure in my life. She was one of my best friends while she was here. I called and I talked to her all the time. I would always, call her and tell her things that was going on in my life or whatever. And um she was just like an important figure in my life. And it was a really hard time when she was going in and out of the nursing home, and the way that she was being treated, and her in and out of the hospital, and going through all of this. And like at one point the doctor had told us that she only had 11 months to live, and years later here she still is. But at one point I just had this feeling, like this I don't even know how to explain the feeling. It felt to me like I knew that something was going to happen. Like I knew. Okay, different approach. When you plan a trip and you're going on the trip, so you have to save up X amount of money to be able to do this, and you have to set aside and plan for X amount of clothes to bring, and X amount of items, and this amount. Like you figure out all of those details, and you know that you're going to go somewhere, and you know who you're going to go see, and you know what you're going to be doing, and you can look forward to it, and you're really excited, and you get all of the feelings towards going on that trip. Take that and put it on a person who doesn't know that they're going on that trip. That was me. I had no idea that I was going on a trip to Sacramento to visit my family. I had no idea that that was going to happen. But one day I'm sitting in my room, and I used to write in my journal or my diary all the time. And while it's packed right now, so I cannot physically show it to you, I have journal entries that I found when I was moving out of my parents' house the first time into my own apartment, where I just kind of like confirmed all of this. And like, so before it happened, I had no idea that this is how this was going to happen. And it was like 2 years. It was for an entire 2 years where I felt this way. And basically what happened is I felt a moment of sadness where I knew something bad was going to happen. I knew something big was going to happen. And I knew that it was going to be hard to get through. I oftentimes would message my friends telling them, like, I have this empty hole in my stomach, and I feel uneasy, and I don't know where it's coming from. I don't know why I have it, and it's keeping me awake. Like, I don't know. And the best way that I was always able to sort of describe to them what I was talking about is I was reference Stuart Little when the little mouse is talking about how he misses his family or whatever, and he has this empty hole in the pit of his stomach where he just feels empty and lonely, and he doesn't know how to fill that hole. That's kind of like what it happened. like how I felt. And generally, when I get like an uneasy feeling, I can think about one specific topic and basically like center in or zero in on that one little thing. And if the feeling goes away, it's not that. And if the feeling stays there or gets worse, it might be that. So I had this gut-wrenching feeling, and it would keep me up at night. Well, then, beyond that, I started feeling like, I haven't seen my aunt and my uncle and my cousins in a while. But I'm excited because I feel like I'm going to see them soon. Like, I feel like I'm going to get to hug them and I'm going to get to talk to them and I'm going to be around them. And it really feels like I will be able to see them and I will be able to see them soon. I don't know when and I don't know why, but that's how I felt. And I started feeling that way about all of my family. And this went on for like 2 years. And then when I'm packing to move out of my house, and I found a baby book that I went through that I stopped packing and I took the time to read through. I found a photo album, like a small little photo album that I had. I had like 4 of them that I stopped to look through. And then I found my diary, a journal, and something else that I can't remember. And I stopped and I was looking through all of these things. And as I was reading my diary entries, after the event that happened, like I had these feelings for 2 years. And in that time, I had been documenting in my diary and writing about how I was feeling at various points in my life. And then fast forward to the event and fast forward to after the event, looking back on that, like in the time I didn't know what was going on. But me after what was going on, looking back at it, I can now say, oh, that's what that was. So basically, to make this a little less complicated, I had all of these feelings and it went on for about 2 years. And I wrote about it in my journals and in my diaries or whatever. And then out of nowhere, this one morning, I had my phone taken away. So that was a big part of that day in my head. I felt like something bad was going to happen that day. I didn't know what. The day just felt off. The universe, the air, everything felt different. I went to school, and because I had to walk to school and take the bus and then walk to get my sister from her school and then walk home, my parents allowed me to take my phone with me to school. And I don't remember if Ashley was already at home when this happened. I just remember that I came walking into the door. But after school, I was texting my dad and I was like, so can I have my phone back today? And he was giving me short answers. He was just saying, I don't know, we'll talk about it, we'll see, whatever. I think he said, just get your sister and come home. And I said, okay. I come home and he tells me that my grandmother passed away. And I was in shock. So I was questioning everything that he was telling me. And then, I started living through this very, very hard time. And then I had to fly to Sacramento for her funeral, where I got to see my aunt and my uncle and my cousins and all of my family. And I never put 2 and 2 together. I never associated one feeling with the next and with the next with the, A to B, B to C, C to D. I never, put it together. And I saw them all. I visited with them. We went to her funeral. And it was its own event. Fast forward to after that, And a week after I came home was the other video that I posted in this same playlist of October about me having my nightmare about her and seeing her ghost in front of me. Fast forwarding even further to me moving out and finding all of these things, that's when it clicked in my head. I went through those and I said, I haven't had that bad feeling in the pit of my stomach since she passed away. And I haven't had any of those other feelings that I had been feeling and writing about since she passed away. So when I found those entries and I was reading through them, I slowly remembered, like I remembered feeling all of these things, and I remember how they felt. And then I realized I was feeling all of those things because the universe was telling me that she was going to pass on and that I needed to spend as much time with her as I possibly could, which was really hard at the time because she was hallucinating, so she didn't know who I was at all. And that broke my heart because I was really close to her. She was like a best friend to me, and I called her and I talked to her all the time. I mean, I was in Aurora, she was in Sacramento, so I mean, we couldn't actually see each other, but those phone calls were really, they meant a lot. And so yeah, it clicked in my head that is what happened. The last 2 years of her life, I was having bad feelings, and the universe was trying to prepare me for what was to come. And like I said, I have not felt those things since. And so I don't remember if I posted any videos back when I was visiting here in Michigan last year, about to fly home. I don't remember if I posted about how scared I was to go on the plane ride home. One of the reasons why I was so scared is because of the feelings that I was feeling, about having to come home and all of that. And going back to what all of those feelings meant last time when my grandmother had passed away. And so that just gave me anxiety, like, from the ground to the high heavens. Like, it stressed me out so much because I was like, the last time I had these types of feelings, my grandmother passed away. And yeah. So it's not necessarily like a creepy story. I just felt like the deja vu and the me being able to feel all of that and everything to leading up to that is all kind of like, wow, like, this is cool. This is like, to me it's cool, but to other people it might be creepy. So I think it's really cool. I think that, it's amazing that the universe can talk to me like that, and that the universe knew my relationship with her was really important, and that it was trying to prepare me for it. Or maybe it was me trying to prepare myself. I don't know. Either way, after feeling all of those feelings, she passed away. So there's that. So the end. That is the whole story. You can take it how you want to take it. I miss her a lot, and being in October is kind of sad because she passed away on the 21st of October and was the day before my dad's birthday. So, and we're right around the corner from that, like in 2 days. So I'm recording this video early. I'm recording this video on the 19th. So 3 days ago from when this video will be posted, and 2 days from now from when it actually happened. I'm in both the past and the future in one video. How do you like me now? Anyways, so yeah, so that is my little story here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you guys experience stuff like that too, and I'm really eager to hear about that, so leave me comments down below. Tell me your stories. If you'd like to see more videos like this, check out my October playlist, which I will leave the link for down in the description. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!